Okay, so I'm going to ask the same question I asked you at the start of the session. Which of the different? There you go. You see, you could be pretty confident. You could put all your money on that. So this is the short shot. Like I said, your ball position.
What's happened to my hair?
Where's that gone? Oh, it's the lighting. All right, it's fine. Your ball position, as you can see, is forward. But that's absolutely fine, because what we're going to do is by bringing this foot in closer to your front foot, that blue line there, it's moved the ball back effectively, because we measure ball position. Well, I measure ball from basically where your sternum is there. That's basically the centre of your chest. So in reality, the golf ball is underneath the centre of your chest. Now, obviously, when you're setting it up here, okay, that golf ball now is going to be a little bit further back, because you're leaning a bit more that way possibly, but your ball position would be further back relative to where you'd be. Now, opening up this foot, as we can see, that's going to help your body rotate more effectively. And if you watch the left-hand swing here now, this is still going to be about 30 or 40 yard shot. A lot of backswing. Then you're trying to slow the club down into impact, okay? Hit the ball all right in this case, but as you then twist it through, watch what your right foot kind of does. Oops. It's not easy to turn around that left hip. I mean, your left hip now is straining to do that, so your right foot goes, right, you feel that good, so I'll release that. And of course, if you've got that kind of movement, any sort of chip shot, being consistent with the strike is going to be difficult. So with this one here now, as you swung through, by having this foot flared out a few degrees, as a sort of half Charlie Chaplin, you can go back a bit shorter there. Nice acceleration through, good connection again, as we can see. But now you can see you're twisting your torso is a lot more comfortable, yeah? And the way we judge distance now is by how high your arms actually move. So your torso is always moving this way, twisting the golf club or moving the club to twist around your spine. It depends on how much energy you want as to how much your arms lift. So if you went back only here, okay, and didn't lift your arms up that much, as you swing through to here, that's all you needed, okay? So if I'm playing a short shot, okay, finishing there, the arms are down here. Your shot there was, I guess, a bit more medium in length, sort of 30 yards. Your arms now are probably up here, and a longer shot would be up here. So it's how much your arms lift or don't lift, the case may be. If I said to you now from setup, okay, if we think where you are back at setup here now, okay, back at setup, if I said to you hit the ground hard from here, your club would lift up quite high to give the ground a whack. If I said hit the ground softly, you lift it shorter. Medium hit, bit more. Bigger hit, yeah? And that's what's happened. Your body is moving this way, and your arms either lift a little, lift a lot, lift nothing, yeah? And that's going to be your judgment of distance as you swing the club. We'll go on the grass now so we can try it in a bit more of a live environment, okay?
And to be clear about you're just opening the left foot a little, are you talking about only on the short
Only on short shots, yeah. Up to about 50 yards at a guess. The reason being is with a full shot, there's a lot more length of swing. There's more momentum. You're kind of twisting around there and your right foot's up on its toes. You saw with some of the shots there, you're doing this. So your hips are going to clear a lot more comfortably. When you're then playing these shots, because there is less speed and the foot is going to stay more on the ground anyway, you haven't got that kind of momentum to spin you around. So what happens is, if we sort of turn our foot in this way, have the foot square, you're like, doesn't feel so good, yeah? Because you're trying to twist around it, but you're not getting that kind of speed to spin round, just so, and that puts a bit more pressure on the left hip, and then it stops you wanting to keep the weight forward. So then what people do is they tend to put the weight back more on the sort of yellow line back here, and then they hit the ground behind the golf ball. Especially if, like yourself, there's someone who has the ball slightly further forward than conventional. Okay, and you can have a play about with this with different things. You could play some shots and go, right, I'll go to chipping green, I'll play some shots from here, I'll play some shots from there, I'll play some shots from there, and just see what result. Exactly, because you can still move that ball up and down. You'll get different heights of shots. The same way as if you change club, you'll get a different height from shots. Okay, does that make sense in kind of the technique side of things? Cool. I thought we do it in here now, we can sort of see on a screen, then we'll go on the grass area now by the marquee, and we can hit some shots off grass at this sort of 20-30 yard distance. Okay? Perfect, right. Done.